This is grade 5, module 1, lesson 6, and the objective in this lesson is to compare decimal fractions to the thousandths using like units and express comparisons with greater than, less than, or equal to. So the students are familiar with this place value chart, and the problem that we're going to be working on is from the homework, and it's question number 5. In a paper airplane contest, Marcel's plane travels 3 and 345 thousandths meters. Salvatore's plane traveled 3 and 35 hundredth meters. Jennifer's plane travels 3 and 3/10ths meters. Based on the measurements, whose plane traveled the farthest distance, whose plane traveled the shortest distance, and explain your reasoning using the place value chart. Okay, so I'm going to start with Marcel, and I'm just going to mark it with an M. And I'm going to put the distance his plane traveled on the place value chart. So I have a 3 and 345 thousandths. Okay. And I have Salvador's plane, and I'm going to just mark that with an S. And this is 3 and 35 hundredths. And I have Jennifer's plane, which is 3 and 3/10ths. Okay, so now that I have it on my place value chart, it's a little bit easier to look at the numbers to see which one's the largest number and which one's the smallest number. If your child or the student is confused or needs a little bit of help, you can always just add the zeros here, and it does not change the value of the number. So now I'm looking, and I'm going to see whose plane traveled the farthest distance. So which is the largest number? And in the ones place, those are all threes. That's the tenths place, those are all threes. But in the hundredths place, notice I have a 5. Salvador's plane went 5 hundredths. So that would make his the farthest. And then Jennifer's is the shortest. Students are familiar with comparing numbers. If you're looking at this, let me just highlight it right here. This right here. If they looked at this number without the decimal point, they can read that as 3,345. And this number would be 3,350, and then the last number here is 3,300. Students should be able to compare those numbers and tell you which one is the smallest number and which one is the largest number. Therefore, they'd be able to answer this question on whose plane traveled the shortest distance and whose plane traveled the farthest distance, hopefully pretty easily using the place value chart.